Red Stick News. The forensic timeline of Turtle Island. The era of high jurisdiction, pre-1776. On this part of Turtle Island, the Muscogee Creek, Choctaw, Cherokee, and Chickasaw were not just tribes, they were a unified dominion. You had advanced agricultural systems, sophisticated trade routes that spanned the continent, and a legal system anchored in the Red Earth. Your jurisdiction was absolute. The 1492 story was a distant corporate event happening on the coasts. In the heart of the Southeast, the four nations remained the supreme authority of the soil. The administrative encroachment, 1776 to 1813. As the corporate entity known as the United States began to form, they couldn't take the land by force alone, so they used the pen and ink strategy. They established treaties, not as a sign of friendship, but as a way to create a paper trail of administrative capture. This led to the Red Stick War of 1813, which was the final stand for the pure, uncompromised jurisdiction of the Muscogee. The 1817 partition, the fracture. This is where the map was physically sliced. By creating the Alabama and Mississippi state lines in 1817, the system fractured the unified dominion. They divided your people across corporate state lines to weaken the collective power of the four nations. This was the administrative lockdown that set the stage for the theft of the soil. The era of forced removal and hidden remnant, 1830 to 1860. While the system tried to remove the nations during the 1830s, a solid remnant stayed anchored to the Red Earth, especially in places like Conecuh County. These families held the original titles and the original bloodlines. They were the keepers of the anchor. The 1870 Paper Genocide, the reclassification. This is the crime scene. After the Civil War, the corporate system needed to finalize the theft. In 1870, the census enumerators were sent into the Southeast with specific instructions. They didn't see Muscogee Creek or Choctaw. They saw a population that needed to be reclassified so their land titles could be voided. With a single stroke of a pen, the sovereign heirs were labeled as mulatto or black. By changing the label, they legally severed the people from the land. You didn't leave the land. The paper just said you didn't exist anymore as a nation. That is how a sovereign people became a product of the system, trapped in a corporate status while the system occupied your ancestral soil. All praises due to the Most High, the ancestors, the spiritual guides, and all the archangels that Yahwah sends to protect you every day. Yahwah be praised.